Today, we are going to be doing something really cool. We'll be doing one of two things. You have to stick around for the surprise. We'll either be growing and scaling one of our existing startups we built with Claude Code Live, or we'll be starting a brand new one based on a really, really cool idea I found on Twitter. We're going to lock in. We're going to do it. We're back on Monday. This is a huge day. I'm going to show you also my brand new Claude Code workflow, a small preview of that. I've been working on this new workflow for a little bit. I've been inspired by a couple different tweets. Let's actually just go straight into it. Let's go straight into it. I have a new workflow with Claude Code. We are no longer using Visual Studio Code. We are no longer using Cursor. We are straight up in the terminal. I am using Ghosty. Are you familiar with Ghosty? Ghosty is a terminal, basically emulator. It's basically a copy of a terminal, but with their own features, functionality, and GUI on top. Here's what it looks like. Here is what I do now for my Claude Code style. I'm making a full video on this as well. Full video coming in the next probably 24 hours. So subscribe, turn notifications for that. But I do not use Visual Studio Code anymore. I do not use Cursor anymore for Claude Code. We are in Ghosty, and basically what I have here on the left is my terminal, Claude Code terminal. On my right here is another terminal where I started my server, and now I'm able to build and look at my server at the exact same time. No other crap, no other Visual Studio, no other UI or anything like that. Visual Studio and especially Cursor take up a huge amount of memory when you use it. Huge memory on your computer. So if you're anything like me and you build out 4 or 5 projects at any given time, you're probably using a tremendous amount of memory. Terminal uses up very little memory. And so now my entire Claude Code workflow is in the terminal. I'm using Ghosty, Ghosty, which is just a GUI on top of the terminal that allows me to do things like split it in half like this. And this is my new Claude Code workflow. So we're going to do one of two things today. We're going to do one of two things today on this live stream. And I'm going to put it up to vote. I'm going to put it up to vote on how we're going to do this. We are either going to build out and scale our existing startup, the VibeCode App Store, the App Store for vibe-coded apps. That's option number one. Option number two is we build out a new app live with this new workflow. And I'll show you what I want to build out. We're going to put this to vote. I saw this tweet on Twitter a couple days ago, or actually last night. Okay, which of you is ready to make an Age of Empires 2-like interface for Claude Code and make $1 billion? So we have two options. Option one, continue building and scaling out the VibeCode Product Hunt App Store for vibe-coded apps, or we start work on a Age of Empires 2 type interface for Claude Code, some sort of cool wrapper interface for Claude Code that's more gamified, like a gamified Claude Code. I'm going to put it to vote. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start a poll. While I'm starting the poll, I'm going to start the background music so you sickos can get when I'm quiet. Here you go. Let's see here. Let's go in. Let me start a poll. We're going to do a poll. You can also get in the chat if you feel strongly about which direction we're going with this. Hope you all had a great weekend, by the way. Here we go. New poll. Where is it? Plus, start a poll. What should we do today? Scale Vibe App Store. Build Claude Code gamified interface. Start poll. I couldn't put the full interface word in there. Oh, there you go. It's all right there. There you go. Let's see what we got. I saw that tweet and didn't quite get the point at first. Here's the point. Here's the point. Let me take a sip of coffee. It's good coffee. Here's the point. The point of this tweet is there's this idea that eventually vibe coding will be like managing a video game. It'll be like managing, like you have your agents working for you and they're all building different things, and you kind of just manage it like a video game where you're moving your agents around, you're telling them to do this. And it's like, for the people who are 90s babies, I used to play a lot of StarCraft. I'd play a lot of StarCraft Brood War. And in StarCraft, you'd manage your little units around and have them go different places. And the idea is that eventually managing AI agents will be the exact same thing. Like you're managing units in a video game. So someone's like, okay, when is someone going to build that interface for managing Claude Code? I built a SaaS product. It failed. Everyone is loving it, but not signing up. Should I start building a new project? Well, if everyone's loving it, why would you start a new project? It just sounds like your monetization stinks. It failed. Everyone is loving it, but not signing up. That sounds like a funnel issue, not exactly a product issue. If everyone's loving the product, why would you ditch a product everyone loves? StarCraft was awesome. I sucked at it. It was great. I was great. Best way to contact you about a podcast guest appearance. I'm not doing many podcast guest appearances unless you're Joe Rogan or Massive Level. I don't have time. I Claude Code all day and film YouTube videos. So it depends. I don't mean to sound egotistical, but if I said yes to every single podcast appearance, I'd be doing podcasts 10 hours a day, 7 days a week. So it needs to be like a good podcast. So let me know. Who can you contact? Just put in the chat of this live stream right now who the podcast is and how much audience they get. Can you build an iOS app? Says the Burnt Peanut Fan Club. It's a funny streamer. Been watching that a little bit. Can you build an iOS app? We did an iOS app on one of the streams. If you want to see me build an iOS app, well, it depends. Come up with a good idea for an iOS app and we'll build it out. Burnt Peanut Fan Club. I do have some videos on my channel around iOS apps if you're interested. Let's see. We have 25 votes and 84% are for the new Claude Code interface. All right, let's get into it. Should we just... It sounds like that's the winner to me. We're going to build a gamified Claude Code interface. I am the same. I only use Claude Code internal. That is also good for servers. It's because of you. I have published an app that I'm passionate about. What have you published, Nitro Mama? What have you... This is the best message I can get in chat. You inspired me to build. That's the best message I can get. You've inspired me to build. That's what makes me happy. That's what makes me happy. All right. I think we have to figure out how to build this first. So for those just joining, this is what we're going to build today. This is what we're building today. We're going to build a gamified interface for Claude Code. I saw this tweet. It inspired me. Josh Puckett. I help startups with design, co-founder, design, previous. All right, we got to follow him. If he's inspiring me to build stuff, we have to follow him. Who's he telling to build it? Kyle, World Wide Web mad scientist. Anyway, we're going to build a gamified interface for Claude Code. Let me do this. I already started the chat. I'm going to talk to ChatGPT 5.2 on how to do this. Here's what whenever you see a good idea, this is what you got to do. I screenshotted the tweet and I said, how would I build this? Now chat's going to explain it to me. You're basically building a visual RTS layer on top of the agentic coding runtime. Think of it as 3 systems that talk to each other. Project model. What are we doing? Let's just go straight into Claude Code and build it. Let's go straight into Claude Code and build it. I'm going to do a new window of Ghosty. Here we go. Let me CD. I'm going to build a new folder in my terminal. I hope everyone had a good weekend. Everyone get anything interesting? All right, let's do this. Claude, here we go. Yes, I trust this folder. All right, let's just start building it right in Claude. We're going to start building it right in Claude. Do people understand what we're doing here? Do people understand what we're building? I also think this will be better for live streaming, this new workflow, just straight up in terminal. I think this will be better, more visual for live streaming. Let's see what we got here. Interactive storytelling. Yeah, that's awesome. Good on you. You got kids? That's probably good for you. Podcast isn't very big yet. I'll reach back out when we're Joe Rogan level. Sounds good. Sounds good. I just get 1,000 podcast requests today. 1,000. I just don't have time to do all these podcasts. How's it going today? Did you ever finish the Fin Coding Benchmark Leaderboard landing page? Yes, but we haven't added any new benchmarks to it. There haven't been any big releases lately. I still play StarCraft 2 today. Forrest, are people still playing StarCraft? Are there people still in online playing that? Man, StarCraft, Warcraft 3, Frozen Throne. Oh, that was my life. Warcraft 3, that was my life. All right, I'm gonna take the screenshot. Oh, I don't know if I can copy. Can I paste images in here? I might not be able to. Damn. Paste. Damn, new workflow might not allow images. All right. Some guy on Twitter said we need an Age of Empires 2 like interface for Claude Code. You can paste. Yeah, for some reason, Ghosty won't allow it. Let me ask chat. How do I paste images into Ghosty? I'm gonna ask chat GPT. How do I paste images into Ghosty? Short answer, you generally can't paste images into Ghosty itself. Ghosty is a terminal. I'm there, and terminals are text first. Here's the best practice for you don't paste images in apps running inside Ghosty. The program inside Ghosty supports images. It can work. You can't Command V from the clipboard. I want to see images in terminal. I'm running Claude Code and just want to paste an image in. Bro, get wiser app. Stop typing. Who are these people that keep every live stream? Someone comes in and says, "Oh, use Whisper, use that." No, I like typing. Shut up. Shut up. I like typing. Paste the image in a chat GPT, Claude Web UI instead, continuing. No. False alarm glitch. No, I'm in Ghosty. Deal breaker, no images. Yeah, it's kind of a deal breaker. God damn it. On my window, I copy an image on my clipboard. It's Alt V. I can't do it here. I can't do it here. Oh, well. Some guy on Twitter said we need an Age of Empires 2-like interface for Claude Code. Like an RTS game that controls Claude agents that build stuff. I want to build this. I think it's $1 million idea. How do we do this? This is kind of nice for streaming though, right? I feel like this is a lot easier to look at for streaming. I feel like this is a much better streaming experience. Oh, dude, hundreds and tons of people playing StarCraft 2. There are also tons of people playing the official co-op mode if you don't want to play ladder. And ladder is still super competitive. I feel like StarCraft and like Counter-Strike's a young man's game. Try Command V on Apple. I wonder if that... I'm doing Command V. Forrest Tang, you don't think I know how to paste on Mac? You don't think I know Command V on Mac to paste stuff, Forrest? Come on, man. That said, the episode I did with Nick Sariev. Who's Nick Sariev? I don't know who that is. Do I sound like an idiot for saying that? Who's that? Did I just insult somebody? Did I just insult somebody by saying that? Been using anti-gravity since your videos. It changed my life, but should I switch and learn Claude Code? I don't know if you need to switch, Skip 1716. I think you should learn it for sure. I think you should try Claude Code as well. Maybe use them in conjunction. I just dragged an image in Ghosty and it worked fine. All right, maybe I can't copy and paste the image. Maybe I have to like save the image. Can I just do this? Oh, I'll just put the link. I don't want to give it a link. I'm just going to say this, whatever. Just drag an image from where though? Like, what do you drag an image from? What? From where? From what? From where? Are you on plan mode? Yes, I am on plan mode. So we're gonna get a plan for this. I read the Anthropic files and I swear it said not to use Command V for some reason. You use Control V even on Mac. I'm gonna use Control V. Is that gonna break my entire? Well, Control C exits the terminal, so Control V is probably gonna do something else. Copy the image into a context folder in the workspace and reference the path. Okay, that actually makes sense. That's a little bit more work than Command C, Command V, to be quite honest with you, but whatever. We're going to do something fun today. This is going to be fun. I think this is going to be fun. Try Shift Command V. Is this going to break everything? Nope. Shift Command V, put a quotation mark. Shift Command V. Don't just tell me to put random keybinds into my terminal now. Control V. But are you on PC or Mac, dude? PC or Mac? After you guys are talking about just using command terminal to run Claude 7 ID, I've been doing it for about a week now. So much more real estate. Yeah, here's what's great about it too. If you use a terminal instead of like Visual Studio or Cursor, is one, your computer is much faster because all those Visual Studio codes and cursors take up so much memory. But two, you can easily fill like your monitor with like 10 of these. It's hard to fill your monitor with like 10 of Visual Studio Code. All right, now you're trolling me, Cup22R. You're lucky I'm a very smart man, Cup22R, because now you're just trolling me and I know what you're doing and it's not going to work. You think, should I kick Cup22R? He's trying to get me to delete everything. I might just do it. The benefit of using the terminal with Claude Code like we're doing here is it's going to take up way less memory, so your computer is way faster. Visual Studio Code and Cursor take up tremendous amounts of memory. If you open up like 7 or 8 cursors, you're using up so much memory, and your computer slows down to a halt. And I got a good MacBook Pro. This is incredible timing. The Claude agent, I love the way Claude Code talks to me. I love the way Claude Code talks to me. This is why, I mean, it's the small things. It's the small things, right? This is incredible timing. The Claude Agent SDK is basically built for this. Like, it gets excited with you. It gets pumped. It gets pumped. Let me be mod. All right, Ray Fernando. Ray Fernando's mod. I'm going to make Ray Fernando mod, and in return, everyone has to subscribe to Ray Fernando. I just have to figure out how to make people mods. That's the only downside to this. This is the first time I've ever made someone mod. This is what makes Claude Code so good. Find you a streamer that can talk and figure things out at the same damn time. Look at the way Claude Code talks to me. Where's Ray on here? Ray. There he is. Channel, to go channel mod, put in timer. Add as moderator. Boom. Add as moderator. Can review and remove chat messages and hide or put users in timeout. Managing moderator. Can manage blocked words and change chat modes and live. Also, escape. All right, let's make him a standard moderator. Save. Your mod. If you come at me, you're coming at Ray Fernando. And if you come at Ray Fernando, you're out of here. Got it? This is, me and Ray are going to do a joint live stream soon. We're going to chop it up about terminal, building cool things in the terminal. That's coming soon. He's going to CES. I wish I was going to CES. This is why I like Claude. It just talks to you in this warm, cool way that gets you excited to build. When I talk to Claude, I get excited to build. How good is this interface, though, by the way, for streaming? We used to have it in like Visual Studio and then it'd be like the little terminal in the corner. Now it fills up the entire screen. This is sick, huh? Let me make this a little bigger for everyone. All right. Ray's cooking his mod. In Ghosty specifically, clipboard image paste is currently blocked by terminal limitation. Now, well, there you go. Can't do it. But I like the idea of having like an image in the folder. Anyway, for those just joining, here's what we're building. Ray, let me know what you think of this idea. The stream's blown up in the last 3 seconds. So let's do a recap of what we're about to build, and we're going to start building it. Here's what we're building. I saw this tweet. This tweet was inspiration. This guy, Josh Fuckett, says, okay, which one of you is ready to make an Age of Empires 2-like interface for Claude Code and make $1 billion? I'm a huge gamer. I'm a huge nerd. I have to uninstall Arc Raiders from my computer because it's too addicting. We're going to build an RTS interface for Claude Code using the Claude Code agent. We're going to build a gamified video game version of Claude Code. So you can build a Claude Code like it was a video game. I think this is going to be sick. I think this is going to be sick. Look at Ray with the little mod logo next to his name now. Do you also use agents to disqueue things? I have a group which I consult each other. I consult each their own role. I can use Ask Him and get each other perspective from these roles. I'm going to be honest, Nico, NL1696. I didn't understand what the hell you just asked me. I didn't understand that question at all. Sorry. Take what you just sent in the chat, put it in the chat GPT and say, write this in a way that Alex Finn understands, and then send that back to me in the chat. In Visual Studio Code, I'm using both Codex and Quad Code. I'm going to say Claude Code. I feel like my chat, the FinFam chat, has the most misspellings and have no idea what people are saying ever. And I keep going back and forth with my code as a way of doing this without message doubling. What, am I on crazy pills? Why do I not understand anything anyone says to me in my chat? When you type things into my chat, before you hit send, please reread your one sentence chat and think, is this English? Please. That's my one request to everyone in the chat moving forward. Before you hit enter on any message, reread the chat and go, is this English? Right? In Visual Studio Code, I'm using both Codex and Quad Code, and I keep going back and forth with my code as a way of doing this without message doubling. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Just throw it in chat GPT. Yes, bro, you can do this with Ghosty and make a shader file. Make a shader with Ghosty. What does that mean, make a shader with Ghosty? That's going to allow me to paste in images? And you have it sync with Spacetime DB. Tell Claude Code to use Spacetime DB. What's Spacetime DB? What are people telling me to use here? Ray Fernando, we're going to have to talk after this live stream so you can tell me what shaders and Spacetime DB. I'm a Claude coder. I go and I say, hey, build this. All right. This is what we're building, a video game interface for Claude Code. I think this is going to be sick. If you think this is sick as well, hit like down below so you get more people in the party. All right? Here we go. We want more people in the party. Hit like down below. 3, 2, 1. Hit like. It's free. All right. This is a wild and creative idea. An RTS interface for AI agents building code. You'd visually see agents working on different parts of a code base like villagers constructing buildings. I love it. Let me explore what we're working with and research how Claude agents can be controlled programmatically. This is incredible timing. The Claude Agent SDK is basically built for this. We have ASIC streaming, sub-agent orchestration, session management, and tool tracking. The vision. Okay, so here's the concept Claude Code's coming up with here. Villagers are individual Claude agents. Buildings are code modules being built. Resources are API tokens context window. Map terrain is the code base. Fog of War is unexplored files. Unit selection is selecting agents to assign tasks. Build queue is task queue per agent. Before I create a detail, what do we think about that? What do we think about that? Maybe everyone is using AI dictation. I think that's what's going on here. We get 1,000 people coming here telling me, hey, stop typing. Use the AI dictation instead. And it's like half of your messages to me in the chat is nonsensical BS I can't even understand. How about everyone starts using keyboards again? How about we do that? Massages are Dublin. What are people talking about? What are people talking about? Do you use agents to brainstorm? I run a small agent team with defined roles. Ask them. I do use agents to brainstorm. I'm not totally bought into the whole sub agents thing people do. Like I get like 100. I get so many people like they post on Twitter. I think it's just like bait, where they're like, "Oh, you need to have 15,000 sub agents." Each with all these different roles. Your marketer sub-agent, your product manager sub-agent, this sub-agent, that sub-agent. It's like 100 different sub-agents. And I'm like, I just go in and I tell ChatGPT, hey, here's my idea. What the hell do I do? Give me some ideas. I don't know. I'm not totally bought in on like making 100 different agents with super defined roles and all that. I think it's more complication than is really necessary. You know, Claude nailed it. You think Claude nailed it? I mean, there's some things here. Before I create, I have a few questions. What's the target scope? I love these questions where it asks you questions back. Nico's talking about the roundtable stuff Carpathy originally posted about. I think there's something to having a round table of different AI models, right? Grok, Gemini, ChatGPT, Claude, because they all have different perspectives and say different things. I'm not in love with the idea of spinning up 100 different agents that all have slightly different roles. I don't know. That just seems overly complicated. Skills over subagents. Subagents burn tokens if you don't define a smaller scope. I 100% agree with that. And listen, I'm the biggest Claude Code guy in the entire world, but I think a lot of the features they've added on to Claude Code, like subagents, for instance, I don't think you need to worry about. I don't think you should be putting much thought into subagents and hooks and slash commands. I think most of it's just a lot of distractions. I do think skills are actually the most important feature they've added for Claude Code, like thing they've layered on top of Claude Code. Hey, bro, want to collaborate with me? We can create something together and have it published on YouTube. No, thank you. Subagents are only helpful if you have a super large code base and each needs their separate context or specialized skill. I think skills do that better. I think just let Claude cook. Yeah, just let Claude cook, as Ray says. Let Claude cook. Let him cook. All right, what's the target scope for the initial version? MVP. How should this run? Local dev tool runs on local host. You use it while coding. Web app. Deployed service others can use with their API keys. Yeah, we want a web app. Right? Do we want a web app for this so we can get other people? Or do we want a desktop application? I've never built a desktop application. I've only built web apps. Should we make this a web app that people can quickly sign up for? I'd prefer a web. Do we want this to be a web app? I want this as easy to use and scale as possible. If you think this would be easy to use as a web app, let's do that. Web app is easier. Desktop, we're getting mixed messages here, mixed signals. Let's try desktop, grow. Should we make a desktop app? But I feel like, so here's the audience I'm trying to satisfy is I want to get noobs into this. I don't want to build this tool for the most hardcore people. I want noobs in on this as well. I feel like noobs would be more inclined for a web app. Nah, not web. Claude in a web app. People are building Claude in a web app. But like, are we going to... I think we're in our own little bubble with Claude Code where we're all talking about Claude Code and using it, but the reality is 99% of people have never used it. And are we going to get those 99% of people to download a web app and like set up local files? Or would it be easier for them if they just have, or I mean local, like a desktop app I meant. Or would it be easier for them just to kind of enter their email online? They have a web app and they start building. I think a web app might get more noobs in. I want to get more noobs in, you know? What is your take on Replit? There's two classes of AI app builders out there. There's kind of your full-scale AI app builders and your entry-level AI app builders, right? Your full-scale are probably like Claude Code and Codex and Factory. And then your kind of entry-level gateway drugs, I call it, are like Replit and Lovable. And I think they're fine for getting people in the door of AI coding, but I don't think they're scalable enough to build like full-scale apps. Claude Code's the best, right? It's the king. It's the king. You want to get to Claude Code as fast as you possibly can. I think we're gonna do web app. I'm going to put that in. What visual style are you envisioning? Pixel art retro, modern clean, or a hybrid? Sleek UI with agent card panels, professional look. Pixel art retro. Do we want to go pixel art retro for this, or do we want to go modern? Modern UI with like game-like map visualization. Modern clean. We got one people saying pixel art. Modern clean. Nah, modern. I think we go modern clean. Is modern clean? All right, modern clean. Oh yeah, let's take a vote. Let's do a vote. Let's do a vote. Let's do a vote. Here we go. New vote. Start a poll. Why can't I start a poll? Is my old poll still going? Can't start a poll. Modern, clean, or retro? Old school. What's easiest? Pixelated like Among Us. If I hit cancel, what's it going to do? Oh, I can go back. Here we go. Style. Let's do modern UI with game-like. Type something. I want something that feels retro and nostalgic, but still modern to use. How about that? I think I like that. I want something that feels retro and nostalgic, but still modern to use. I kind of like that. Submit answers. Let's build it. For the right product, retro 8-bit galore, TUIs are so back, but not less noob friendly. I think we go kind of nostalgic, futuristic. Kind of that retro futuristic, I think. Yeah, we'll go web app. Modern. A lot of people go modern. I don't know. We'll see. Hey, we'll play around with it. If it stinks, the kind of retro version, then we'll go modern. Monday. Oh, I got a new coffee blend from Blue Bottle, a Kenya blend. It tastes delicious. All right. What's it want to do here? Web search, Claude Agent SDK, Anthropic async streaming. All right, whatever you want to do here. Yes, and don't ask again. I feel like this setup's really good for streaming. Just using the straight up terminal here, it's huge. You can read everything that's going on here. I feel like this is a good way to stream using Claude. I mean, we're breaking new ground on vibe coding live streams here. Me and Ray Fernando, there's no one else doing these live stream vibe coding sessions. No one else. We're figuring it out as we go along. We're figuring out what best practices are. I think this using the terminal is the way to do it. I got a whole video coming out on using just the straight up terminal for Claude Code. Probably tomorrow afternoon. It'll drop. If you're interested, make sure to hit subscribe and make sure turn on notifications. I think this is going to be sick, though. I think this is going to be sick what we build here. Who's Ray? Ray's Ray Fernando. One of the other big YouTube channels, vibe coding YouTube channels. He's a great guy. Great guy, too. Good friend in real life. I don't have many friends in the industry, but he's one of them. Great guy. Try Counterculture Coffee. Dog. You don't think I've had Counterculture Coffee? Do you know who I am? I've had it. I love Blue Bottle. I'm a Blue Bottle guy. Yeah, check his channel. He's in the chat. Click his name and subscribe to Ray Fernando 1337. Leet Talk. I think this. Here's my goal one day. I would love to build something vibe coding that gets me unbelievably rich, and then because I'm unbelievably rich, I can do literally anything I want. And I just go and build a video game. And it takes me like 4 years to do, but I build it completely by myself. And I don't have to worry about money that entire time. So I don't have to worry about pumping out things that make money. And I build that video game. That's going to happen. That will happen one day. Replit is good for entry after excessive. I've heard this. And here's why I'm kind of bearish on most vibe coding companies. I think that no vibe coding companies that don't own the model are going to survive. And what I mean by that is, like, unless you're like Claude Code or Codex, where your company owns the model and is literally raising unlimited money and is probably backstopped by the government, I think it's going to be hard to survive because these AI companies are already losing billions of dollars. Already. This is not a good business model, this AI token stuff. It already costs billions of dollars. They're burning so much money. And now the vibe coding companies, you know who I'm talking about, the Lovables of the world, all of them, they're now layering on top of that using the same exact model and have to put more margin on top. And so that's why it feels like there's like excessive building, because they're already taking a really difficult business model, which is just straight up AI tokens, and putting their own margin on top. If you're a straight up AI token business model, it is really hard to stay afloat. Really hard, really, really hard, because tokens are very expensive, right? We're talking about cheap intelligence. We're not at cheap intelligence yet. Intelligence is expensive. And so now you're just layering on, you know, a lovable on top of that, which that's just a token burning business model. And you have to do your own margin and make money on top of that. It's too hard to do. Cursor. I love Cursor. It was how I got into vibe coding. I just don't know how do you survive? You just need to keep raising and raising and raising money. All these vibe coding companies are just trying to stay alive long enough to either get bought by one of the AI model companies or to survive until intelligence gets extremely cheap. Where'd you pick up your biz acumen? I made a very purposeful effort during my career to work in as many different roles as humanly possible. So I studied computer science in college, in kind of a shitty college in Boston called Wentworth Institute of Technology. And no, shot all over my alma mater, but whatever. Who cares? I've drank a lot of coffee this morning. I can say whatever I want. And then I was a software developer out of school, and I spent a few years being a software developer. And then I immediately went into the sales side. So I went into sales engineering, which is a mix of sales and engineering, as you could have probably guessed. And then from there, I got into the services side, so technical services, and then I went into managing a technical services team. And so in my, 12-year career, I just spent I made a conscious effort to touch as many different parts of business as I possibly can. I worked at startups, I worked at public companies, and that helped me really see, how businesses work and the way they think and the way they operate and all that. All right, where are we at? I've created the implementation plan. Here's the summary. Code Commander. I like that name, Code Commander. That's actually a sick ass name. Holy crap. Code Commander? Code Commander? Codecommander.com is available for $8,000. Damn it, codecommander.ai is not available though? What? Codecommander.com is available for $8,000, but codecommander.com, that feels like a really good domain. That feels like it should be worth more than $8,000. Do I drop $8,000 on live stream right now? Do I drop $8,000 right now? Let's have a vote. Should I spend $8,000 right now on codecommander.com? Code Commander. That's a friggin' sick name. That's a sick name. That's a really nice name. That's a good domain. No, don't drop the $8,000. Okay, I won't do it. I did just drop $13 though. I did just drop $13. I'm not going to tell you the domain I just bought. Wait a second. Once it's confirmed purchase, I will tell you the domain I just bought for $13. Codecommander.dev. Codecommander.dev has just been purchased. I don't even know if this is going to be a real project, but for $13, I bought codecommander.dev. Too long of an, you think Code Commander is too long of a name? But that alliteration will get people to remember it, I think. No? I have completely stopped using every domain purchasing site. Vercel. Vercel is the best. Vercel is the best place to buy domains. It's the cheapest. It's the fastest. It's the easiest. There's no ads out the wazoo. There's no... Every domain site on planet Earth is cancer. Every domain site on planet Earth is cancer. Vercel makes it very nice. I use Vercel. Maybe your coffee. I am on so much coffee right now. It's absurd. My brain is firing. My synapses are firing. Best database? Listen, I get people coming all over the place telling me, oh, you got to use Convex. You got to use this. I hear Convex is great. Go try Convex. But I just like my first platform I tried was Supabase, and I love it. And I've had zero issues with Supabase, so I keep using Supabase. Do I still believe in Viber? Of course I do, but we're just trying something new on the stream today. Christopher Jar, we're just trying something. We can't try something new. We can't switch it up. We can't keep it fresh. We'll be back on Viber later this week. I just saw this tweet and it inspired me like crazy. So, all right, let's see where we're at. I've created the implementation plan. Here's a summary. Code Commander. I love that name. That's a sick name. Code Commander. Codebase equals RTS map. Claude agents equals units you spawn and command. Tech stack, Next.js, Pixie. I guess Pixie.js is a gaming interface. Claude Agent SDK, SSE for real-time streaming. Okay, agent types. Scout, fast recon, reads code. Builder creates new features. Fixer repairs bugs. Commander orchestrates sub-agents. I like that. Tester writes unit tests. The vision, you see a code base as terrain. Spawn a scout to explore the auth module. Send a builder to construct a new API endpoint. Watch them between files in real time. See their health. I got to make some changes to this. I like the general direction this plan's going in. When people say Supabase is not scalable, what does that mean? Supabase is not scalable. What does that mean? Everything I've ever built is on Supabase. Creator Buddy, which is making $300,000 a year, is on Supabase and has tons of users. What do you mean it's not scalable? What the hell does that mean? Doesn't mean anything. People saying that it's not scalable. The people who say that are not scalable people. Here's Claude's plan. Age of Empires 2 inspired web interface for orchestrating Claude Code agents. Visualizing your code base in RTS map where AI agents are units that can be spawned, assigned tasks, and monitored in real time. Agent types. Okay, we went over the agent types. Data flow. Users click spawn scout. Post. Server creates an agent. User assigned task. Analyze the auth module. Server runs. SDK streams. Build a map generator. Create unit selection info panel. Add resource bar. Implement chat log for agent output. Style everything with retro pixel art aesthetic. I think we just started. I don't think the plan's perfect, but I don't feel like spending 10 hours going back and forth on this plan. So I think we just start it. No neon accents. No neon accents. No neon accents. I love the plan. Just no neon accents. It needs to feel organic. Like Age of Empires. Not AI slop, neon, futuristic. And none of those effects like CRT scan lines. AI loves doing CRT scan lines as an effect. Why? Get that out of here. All right, enter. Code Commander is a good name. I don't get many good creative names from AI. They always usually stink, but Code Commander, what a first shot name. How to market a web app, how to get an audience, as Luke ZM7UZ. First, change your name. It's going to be hard to get an audience with the name Luke ZM7UZ with a V for the U. Let me just hit yes and auto accept edits on this. And then I'll continue my answer to your question, Luke. All right, looks good. How good, by the way, how good is this interface for a live stream using Claude Code like this? Now you can see everything really well. I feel like this is freaking great. How do you market a web app, get an audience? You want me to show you, Luke? I'll show you exactly how, Luke. I'll show you exactly how. I'll show you how. Here we go, Luke. You want to see how to get customers? I'll show you. I'll show you right now, Luke. You want answers on how to get customers, Luke? Here we go. Usually I charge $10,000 for what I'm about to show you. I'm going to give it to you for free, Luke. The best way to get customers, get people onto your web app. By the way, the app's building in the background right now in Claude Code. First of all, this is the vibe for all of 2026. This is everyone in FinFam. This is your vibe all of 2026 right here. I can't get enough of this painting. I cannot get enough of this painting. This is the 2026 vibe right here. I made this the background and wallpaper for every device I have. This is the vibe. For a background on what this picture is, it's called, this painting, it's Daniel in the Lion's Den is the name of the painting. It's about this guy Daniel. It's a story from the Old Testament. He gets arrested. They don't like that he's praying. He gets arrested. They throw him in the lion's den. They say, hey, you're going to get eaten out by lions. They throw him in the lion's den. The lions know this guy's untouchable. This guy knows, the lions know this guy is absolutely untouchable. So they circle around him. They're looking at him. They kind of get scared of him. They don't eat him. They know he's a man of God. They know he's a man of faith. They know he's unstoppable and untouchable. And so he lives in the lion's den. Lions never eat him. They hang out with him. That's the vibe for 2026. We are untouchable to the lions. The lions will circle us. They will look at us, but they know we are ultra powerful. And the lions will not eat us. That's the vibe for 2026. Anyway, you asked how to get customers. You go on social media. You start creating valuable content, right? Here's a bunch of tips on how to use Claude Code. You give people education, value. Value could be education, entertainment, or uplifting. You create content that gives them that value. Then you build products and services that fit into that, right? Boom. Creator Buddy helps you grow on X, social media. So people trust you because you give them good educational content and they buy your product because it implements your advice and your tips. So there you go. That's how you build an audience. That's how you market a web app. And the most important step of all of that, Luke, the most important step of everything I just told you is you need to be able to do that without getting anything in return for a very long time. There is nobody who has built an audience on social media that instantly blew up and got famous. It's extremely, extremely, extremely rare. So if you're like the normal Joe, like me, I had to build on social media for years and years and years and years before I got any sort of traction. You need to be able to do things and work and grind without any sort of return, without any money, attention, anything coming back to you for an extremely long period of time. If you can do that, you'll be successful. If you can't, then you won't be successful. And 99% of people can't do that. 99% of people need instant feedback, need instant money, need instant glory. They put out their first tweet, it doesn't get a million likes, they close down their X account and never tweet again. This is good coffee. Holy shit. So, I'm trying not to curse in this live stream. Holy crap. This is good coffee. This is really, really good coffee. How's that sound, Luke? Is that helpful? Is this a markdown file? I'm still happy with VS Code Claude integration, but don't understand how you use the terminal inside of VS Code. You just open it up. Control tilde opens up the terminal. Claude Code runs in the terminal. When you open it up in VS Code, it's just a wrapper for the terminal. So you don't need anything else. You don't need VS Code. You don't need cursor. Just open up your terminal and type in Claude and you're good to go. If you don't know how to do that, turn on notifications for me immediately because I'm going to make a video on it in the next 24 hours or so. Probably next 30 hours. Should I learn how to use a terminal? I use the desktop app to chat and brainstorm and then code section to build. Is this method outdated? Yes, because that's not Claude Code. If you just use the Claude desktop app, well, unless you use the code section of Claude desktop, I assume you're just using the Claude chat. The best way to use Claude Code, in my opinion, on January 5th, 2026. 2026, holy crap. Wait, did I say? Yeah, okay. Is Claude Code inside of the terminal. It's the fastest, cheapest, most efficient way to do it. And if you want to learn how to do it, subscribe and turn on notifications. The Supabase thing is a troll reference to a 15-year-old meme. MongoDB is web scale, not scalable. It's funny. I worked at MongoDB for 3 years before I quit to do this. So that's pretty funny. Mongo is a great company, by the way. And I love their product. I think the people that crap on them is just a meme. Mongo is a great company. I've worked for many companies in my career. I pretty much disliked all of them except for MongoDB. MongoDB is a fantastic company. Are we running this? Let's try running to catch any errors. All right. Did Claude Code one-shot this? Supabase is scalable because it's managed Postgres. There you go. You need a marketable product. Yeah, if you're focused on making money, but if you're it depends on what stage you're in. If you don't have an audience yet, then just focus on content. Selling products, I think this is a problem a lot of people have, is if you go on YouTube or Twitter and you just start jamming product down people's throat, you're destroying your potential. You're absolutely destroying your potential. People don't want to get sold to. They just don't want to. And so if you start a Twitter account and all you tweet about is your product, you're never going to grow. You're destroying your growth because the average Joe doesn't go onto social media to be sold to, right? And so I think this is kind of a new trend people are doing, is like they make their entire social media strategy talking about their product and build in public. I think you should build in public, but I don't think build in public should mean all you do is talk about your product and that's it. Because you're hamstringing your growth. The growth for those accounts is so small and slow. The real strategy is jab, jab, hook, right? Jab, jab, hook is the best strategy for social media growth and selling product. Jab, jab, hook is where you give value, give value, give value, give value, give value, and then you make an ask, right? Give value, give value, give. By the way, I have this product. Give value, give value, give value, give value, give. By the way, I have this product. That way, you not only get people onto your product and make money, but you also grow a lot more because you're giving a lot more value rather than just talking about yourself and your own crap all day. You know what I'm saying? Don't want to proceed? Yes, I do want to proceed. I think the trend right now is just building in public and pumping your crap as much as you can. I don't think that is the way to do it. I disagree with that method. I disagree with that method greatly. I think a better method is give as much value as humanly possible, and eventually people will be interested in buying your product. And it's slower and it takes longer, and maybe you don't make as much money at first, but it's going to be much more everlasting and scalable and sustainable and durable of a strategy. Much more sustainable and durable of a strategy. So I've been doing for 4 years. You look at my content, I barely sell my stuff. I give. Then every once in a while, we say, hey, by the way, I have this product. Way more sustainable, right? And that's why I have 330,000 on X, however many I have on YouTube. What do I got? 60,000 on YouTube. You focus on the growth. The money in business eventually come. That's a better way to do it. All right, let's see what we got. The app is running. No way. Is it running? How's this running? Let's see. Resource bar with agents, unit panel, chat log. The dynamic import bailout is expected. I don't even know what that means. Here's what's built. Features working, spawn 5 agents, click on canvas to place agents, select agents to view defaults, assign tasks, pan zoom. Want me to add any specific features? Okay, so I open it up. I'm getting an error. Let me just paste in the error. I'm going to show it to you once we get it working here. Let me paste in the error. How do you protect your privacy? I don't know. Don't tweet out your social security number. I did not build a moat around me with my Claude skills library. I built a freaking ocean around my island. Finger red number 1 says LMA Solutions Inc. Yeah, sure. Does it work trying to sell or give for free and say, I have this thing if you want more, says Christopher Jar. Yeah, it's a lead magnet. That's a lead magnet. I mean, I basically do that. I have a newsletter. My newsletter is free. You can sign up for my newsletter. It's completely free. I give out free value in my newsletter every week. At the end of my newsletter, I say, hey, you thought that was valuable? Join Vibe Code Academy or sign up for Creator Buddy. Same thing. It's called a lead magnet. It's classic. I mean, you think about your funnel, right? Your top of the funnel is the largest part. You want the most people coming into the top of the funnel. So you give out free value, your newsletter, Twitter, whatever it is, YouTube. You're part of my top of the funnel right now. It's a live stream. It's free to watch, right? Top of the funnel. And then as the funnel goes down like this, that's where you're pushing people to whatever your product is or what you're selling. And so you can give more and more premium offers. I think a lot of the issues is people go, they make their entire Twitter, YouTube accounts talking about their own product. And now your funnel goes from this, where you have a lot of people going into it, to this, where not many people are going into it because not many people are interested in hearing about your product over and over and over again. What kind of coffee is that? Blue Bottle Kenya Blend. Blue Bottle Kenya Blend. I'm a big fan of Blue Bottle. How are you doing? Says Rajiv Ghosh Jeweler. Glorious. What do you think of B2C mobile app startups? That doesn't mean anything. I don't know. What do you think of farting? Like it's you gave me a high level. I don't know. Depends what your idea is. Doesn't mean, tell me your idea. What do I think of B2C mobile app startup? That doesn't mean anything. I think they're great. And I think they're horrible. The infinite loop should be fixed now. The app should reload automatically. All right, let's see what we got here. Oh, it almost shows something. It almost shows something. But then it doesn't show something. Yeah, now we're close. We're close. We're close to fixing this. Awesome. Thanks, Alex. Your videos are super helpful. Hey, thank you, Botcast. I appreciate you. Did you just ask me the same question twice? Yeah, you asked me the same question twice. Rajiv, you don't need to ask me the same question twice. Especially when it's, what do you think of B2C mobile app startups? I don't know. What do you think is synergistic, collaborative, B2C, B2B, PvP, PvE, RTS, Postgres, collaborative companies? What do you think about that? Let me know in the chat below. Convex is the way to go for backend these days. Why? I use Supabase for everything and it's great. That's no shade to Convex. I've just used Supabase for years and it just works really well and I like it. Why should I switch? Everyone tells me switch to Convex, but no one tells me why. Everyone's like, oh, you got to use Convex. But then that's all they say. They don't ever say, oh, because of this, or this reason. How can I make Claude Code show the difference between the existing file and the proposed changes before applying them? Isn't there like a diff command you can do? What's a diff? I don't know. There's some sort of diff command. I mean, if you want, you can just run it in Claude Code, or you can just run it in Cursor or Visual Studio and you can see the diffs. There is a command to do it. I mean, look, you can see it right here. It makes the changes. Look, you can see it. When you do in the terminal, it shows you all the changes. All right, let's see if I can get this running. Code Commander. Oh, whoa. Whoa. All right. Here we go. Code Commander. No code base loaded. How do I move it around so I can see what this is saying here? Click scan code base. Code base. Wait. No unit selected. Spawn unit. New activity. Assign a task to an agent to select a unit to view. This is sick. But what do I got to do? Okay, it's working now. Walk me through how to test this. This is sick, huh? How behind am I on chat? Oh, 8 minutes, not bad. I'll zoom in. I'll zoom up. I'll zoom up. What is the best library for character creation? I don't know. No idea. He casually mentioned FinFam earlier. Even though he doesn't sell it, everyone who hears it piques their interest. Great strat. Yeah, you're part of the FinFam. I'm not. What am I going to sell the FinFam? I'm not selling the FinFam. You're part of the FinFam. What do you think of beads? What? What do you think of beads from Steve Yegg? Can you maybe? Are you trying to? Why did you? I don't even know what that is. What are you talking about? Why do people say things? I don't even know what they're talking about. This was first try. This was one shot. All right. Let's see how we test this. Here's how to test Code Commander. Spawn an agent. Look at the bottom command panel. You'll see 5 unit buttons. All right. So that's down here. Oh, let me get this off the screen. So here are the 5 unit buttons. Click the scout button. All right. We clicked it. Click on the map to spawn the scout. Did it spawn it? I can't see it. All right, I'm going to work with Claude Code. Okay, so we spawned 2 agents. I'm going to debug this, but you can't see it. So, okay, I clicked scout, then clicked on the map, but I don't see the agent. Am I supposed to see it on the map? Also, I can't move the map around or zoom in or out. An app that makes you complete your daily to-dos and helps you achieve your goals. But what do you mean by helps you do the daily to-dos? Like it does the to-dos for you, Rajiv? Or it motivates you to do your to-dos? What do you mean by that? This is going to be amazing to get this done in one sitting. Yeah, if we get this done in one sitting, holy crap. Convex is the better choice only if your app is real-time first and you want the backend to behave like reactive state. Can you give me a tangible example, Karsten? Like what would be a tangible example of an app that would be better on Convex than Supabase and a tangible example of an app that would be better on Supabase than Convex? I think it'll be easier for everyone to understand. Do you have to put in the path to your code base first? I'm not sure. We're about to figure that out. All right. So what did it just do? Claude Code is so good, man. I see the issues. The wheel doesn't need non-passive handling, and there might be a stale closure issue with the agent. Let me fix both. Wheel zoom now uses native event unless there's a passive false. Click a spawn button to scout. Okay. Notice the cursor changes crosshair. Click on the map. Check browser console, and you should see spawning agent at X. Let me check the browser console. All right. I think I'm getting error messages. This is what I get in the console when I try to spawn an agent. Did that work? I hope I pasted in the right thing. No. Copy. It's an issue management framework from the guy who wrote the book Vibe Coding. It's pretty sick. Not an ad. It's just crazy open source tool. I don't know what that means. Alex, why don't you try? This is the 90th person. Why does everyone keep telling me this? Why? There are two reasons why I don't use Whisperflow or the 100 other BS talking apps. Everyone, why do you type? Just do the talking app. Do the talking app. No, 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 no. Number one, I love typing. I love typing. I enjoy typing very much. I enjoy typing. Feels good on my fingers. I like to type. I enjoy it. It's a fun activity. It's tactile. I enjoy a good type. I like typing on the Apple keyboard. This is a fun keyboard to type on. I like typing on it. But two, I film YouTube videos and live stream multiple hours every day. And at the end of all those sessions, my voice and throat are shot. And so if I live stream for 2 hours and record videos for another 4 hours and then set up my computer and then talk to my computer for another 8 hours while vibe coding, I'd be coughing up blood by the end of the day. The infinite loop arrow is gone, or just scroll event noise app seems to be working out. Try this. Click on the scout button and click on the green checker area. Do you see spawning agent in the console? Is it possible to filter out chat messages containing Whisperflow? I wish I could. Does Whisperflow hire people to go into these streams and ask why they don't use Whisperflow? Is that a thing? Are they just hiring people to say that in the chat? Is that a marketing strategy they're using? If so, I'm going to counteract their marketing strategy. Here we go. No one buy Whisperflow. It is spyware. It is malware. No one buy it. I'm counteracting. Not really. It's not. But I'm just saying that to counteract it because too many people come in here and tell me to use Whisperflow. No one typing. Since when has typing become a bad thing? Just type. There's no need to talk into your computer. Just type. Type it out. And if you can't type as fast as you talk, that's a skill issue and figure it out. Jesus. All right, what are we doing here? We're still working on making this work here. Alex Blue Bottle Fin takes no shit. Get your Whisperflow 9. I take no shit and I take a shit. Typing goes OP. Yeah, just type, baby. Just type. Why do you need to speak to your computer? Just type. What do we got going on here? What's going on here? Sometimes you guys gotta be like, what's going on here, Claude? What are you doing? I love Whisperflow. There's so many times people in the room need to type, so I just end up just type. Who cares? Why are we overcomplicating typing? I guarantee you 20 years from now, no one's talking to their computer. They're all back to typing. What's going on? No, I like talking over typing. Anti-gravity, Gemini, you can talk to. Just type. Who cares? All right, the server is running on 3,000 now. Let me see if I can get this working. Oh, it worked. Okay. Let me show you the app. All right, so we have the app. I click on a spawn unit, and it says spawning at, but then I don't see the agent on the map. Your cursor should turn your crosshair, click anywhere on the green app, check if the console shows spawning agent XY, top bar shows agents, you see a green circle with a thing on the map. No, I don't see that. When I spawn the agent, it says spawning agent in the console, and it increases the agents at the top, but I don't see anything on the map. No green circle or magnifying glass. Talking is awkward because I vapor lock half the time, which is why I have a hard time making videos. What does vapor lock mean, Modelier? What does vapor lock mean? I don't know. I just like when I talk, I sometimes stutter. I sometimes say, I don't know. I just want to type. I like typing. Type. If you use Whisperflow, get out of this live stream now. Alex is hilarious, man. Best content, Alex, is blank squares. Hey, thank you, dude. I think you're hilarious. I agree. Typing is a better option. I was trying to help you. Your content is really good. Thank you for trying to help. Epic fail ranking. Thank you for trying to help. And thank you for ranking epic fails. I appreciate that. The talking over typing is like when they came out with touch screens instead of mouses. Fun for a day, then it's like people aren't going to. Do you want to work in an office where there's 100 people sitting there talking to their computer all day? What are we talking about? What color did you make the agent? I can't. The agent's not showing up on the screen. We're fixing it. You do not know Steve Yegg? LOL, bro. Does not even know the inventor of vibe coding. Okay, who cares? What does that matter? Who cares? What is this? A judgment zone? Oh, you don't know this person I mentioned? You must be in it. Like, who cares? I'm here. I'm building stuff. I build companies. I release them. You're on my live stream, and I don't know who Steve Yeggy is. Life goes on. The beads framework from him would fit so good in this game. How many people use Whisperflow to comment that you use Whisperflow? The plan asked what colors you wanted, and you asked for organic. Stop. All right. Whoever mentions Whisperflow moving forward will be banned. Last warning. Anyone who mentions Whisperflow in the chat, immediate ban. Immediate ban. Whisperflow is BS. All right, you're out. Gone. Rajiv is gone. Anyone else want to test me? Who else wants to try me? I dare you. Type Whisperflow in the chat right now. I dare you. I hate Whisperflow. I am the biggest. I'm going to go on record. Whisperflow is the worst app on the entire market. You do not want on your computer. I heard from other people, allegedly, it hacks your computer and listens to everything you type and say and sends it to China. Allegedly. It allegedly does that. It allegedly breaks your computer and sends everything to China, allegedly. I'm up to 25 free use of my app. Your live streams help me build and hoping it converts some to paid use. Let's go, Llama Mama. Let's go, Llama Mama. Llama Mama, Llama Mama, Llama Mama. Wait, it costs money too? They charge for that? They charge to just transcribe things? That's crazy. If you pay for that, you're crazy. You're crazy. Now refresh and try spawning in. Check the console for agent running, create agent ID. Tell me what you see, especially the position values. All right. Let's refresh this. This is the whole console when I spawn an agent. This is it. Copy. Paste. We're having trouble spawning the agents. I'm talking with Claude Code on the side here to figure it out. In fairness, he texted that before you read it. Oh, well. In fairness, I didn't see it until after I said it. So, bad timing on his part. Yeah, why take the chance on that? Yeah, it's sending all your transcriptions to China, allegedly. I mean, you were the one making fun about the guy asking to you. I mean, you were the one making fun about the guy asking you to use beads in this instead of just Googling it. What kind of entertaining live stream? Let's clearly F4ULTI3R78, which is, by the way, the worst username in YouTube history. Obviously, you don't understand how the entertainment industry works here, right? What do you think that would make a good live stream if I sit here and just Google a bunch of things? Or would it make a better live stream if I make fun of everyone who says stuff I don't understand? What makes a better live stream? F4ULTI3R78. Is it more entertaining? Do you think more people file into the live stream when I just start Googling everything people say that make no sense? Or is it a better live stream if I make fun of anyone who says things I don't understand? What makes for more entertainment? F4ULTI3R78. You tell me, boss. How about this, dude? You start a live stream at the same time as my live stream, and you sit there and you Google beads, okay, all day. And I'll come over here and I'll build stuff and make fun of people who say weird things. And then we'll see who gets more viewers. F4ULTI3R78. Right? How about that? Cash me outside. How about that? Wow, just got here. Interesting vibes. Jesus. The agent effect isn't running at all. The spawn happens, but the draw effect never triggers. Let's add more debugging. Refresh and spawn an agent. All right, let's refresh this and spawn an agent. We're going to make this interface. What is going on here? Like, it says it's making changes. It says it's making changes, but it's not. There's no new debugs. Now I'm getting angry at Claude. I'm getting angrier at Claude than I am at whatever that last guy's name was. R44478. Whatever that guy's name was. I'm getting angry at Claude. I'm not seeing. No, I mean, I can't type. I'm in whisper flow here. I'm not seeing any new logs. I refresh the page and don't see it. Do I need to reset the server every time? End your server and I'll just run it myself. I don't love when Claude runs its own server. Just let me do it myself. Because I don't know where the logs are for its server. It's running the server, but I don't know where the logs are. Yes, I do. I hit Command Shift R. I do a hard refresh. Beware of Attack Chef. This ain't my first rodeo. This ain't my first rodeo. Bro, you keep saying the words W flow so much. You're the one advertising now. Shut up. Oh, you just said it. You just said it. How do I ban you? Ban button's not even working. Big difference between Claude Code and Terminal versus VS Code? Yes, much faster. Server killed. Okay. So this is, here we go. This is why I like using a terminal. I can split it to the right and I can do npm run dev. Boom, look at this. Now I got my server and I got my Claude right next to each other. And I can even do this. Boom, baby. Look at that. That's pretty cool, right? That's pretty neat, huh? All right, let's see what we got here. Let's build this puppy, huh? Can we spawn an agent? Boom, boom. Copy. We're not seeing it. Okay, it's running well now, but I don't see the agent when I spawn it. Here are the logs. I feel like, isn't this a better setup? So I'm going to put out a video in the next day or so on this workflow, how to do this. This was inspired by Boris, the creator of Claude Code, where he put out his like master thread. Did you guys see the thread from Boris? he put out how he uses Claude Code. It's great. It's a great thread. Everyone needs to read it. And he talks about how he has like 5 terminals up at once. And it's just too hard to have like 20 Visual Studio codes open at once. But if you open up 5 terminals, it doesn't slow down your computer. I'm Boris and I created Claude Code. Lots of people asking how I use Claude Code, so I want to show off my setup. He goes through his setup. He just has he uses tabs. So he has a terminal with a bunch of tabs open. I have an ultra wide monitor because I'm a boss. I have like a 139-inch monitor because I'm awesome. And so I want like all the terminals side by side. So that's why I'm doing this. All right, let's see here. I think it said, now try again. You should see a bright red square where you spawn an agent. Nope. Let's reset the server. Let's spawn an agent. Boom. Nope. Copy. Claude Code. No red square. Here are the logs. Isn't this nice? I got the server with the logs over on the right, so I can easily copy and paste that. And then I got Claude over on the left. Now imagine the setup where you have 5 of these up next to each other, working on different parts of the app. That's pretty sick. That's pretty cool, right? Crazy name game. I bet he dictated. Shut up. Wow, just got it. The crash outs make better entertainment. So Joe Hernandez likes when people shouldn't be getting happy that I get upset. If you propose a solution, explain it. He's building something and reading chat. He can't research everything. Yeah. What do these people want from me? They come in here, they name their random ass people, they name their random ass technologies, and I go, I don't know what that is. And they go, oh, you're a fraud. Google it, big boy. And it's like, what do you think I'm doing here? I'm trying to build an app. I'm about building. As Kanye West once said, memorization is like the weakest form of human intelligence ever. I'm not going to memorize every name and technology on planet Earth. I'm going to go into Claude Code and I'm going to build out amazing things. You go memorize people, names and technologies. You go memorize. I'm going to build. You go memorize, okay? We'll see who gets further. Hi, Alex. Is this the new final workflow or still experimental? Both. Yes to both. It's not going to be the final. The workflow is going to change a million times over the next 10 years, mostly so I can keep creating YouTube videos off of it. But this will be the official workflow, number 1, and I'm still experimenting to figure out best practices. That's why the video's not up yet. As you grow in popularity, you will attract more trolls. Bro, I've been attracting trolls since day 1. I've been in this game for 4 years. Yeah, 4 years. 4 years. I've been attracting trolls since day 1, baby. Some people don't know what live streaming is. People come in here. Maybe you have time to load code base first. What is Whisper Flow? This is a troll, right? Is this a troll? Are people trolling me? Am I being trolled? I'm just trying to build code commander. People are trolling me. All that talk and you still do not implement it to this game. Implement what? What are you talking about? Give Claude this repo and tell it to use it in the game. You don't need to Google it, lazy boy. What are you talking about? Give Claude this repo and tell it to use it in the game. Are you sure you're just telling me how to use my own apps that I'm building? Like, what are you talking about? Where's Ray Fernando? Ray Fernando, where's the mod? I thought Ray was modding this. Get this guy out of here, Ray. Where's Ray at? Ray, bounce this guy out of the club. Where's Greek? We had Greek in here for a day. He was our bodyguard. He's gone. Get Fault. What's his name? F4ULTI3R78. Get him out of here. Imagine spending your days going into live streams just trolling. Well, you don't know this guy? You don't know who this guy is? You don't know what this framework is? Oh, why don't you do your app like this in the live stream? Why don't you build your app like this? Hey, I know you just built this app. Well, why don't you use it like this? Hey, you don't know this guy? He invented all this. Hey, do you know this guy? Oh, you don't? You're a fraud. I know I'm sitting here on your live stream for hours at a time telling you what to do, but you're a fraud. By the way, to whoever it was Karpathy who invented vibe coding, not some YouTube. Was that who that guy was he mentioned? Was just a YouTuber? The guy just dropped like a YouTuber's name? All right, let's hard refresh this. Nope. Let me reset the server. Come on, show me that red square. Nope. Claude in a little bit of a hole here. This is very rare with Claude Opus 4.5. Very rare with Claude Opus 4.5. We're in a little bit of a hole. A little bit of a hole with Claude. You need to try something dramatically different. You clearly don't understand the issue at hand. Don't mention the name. I'm done mentioning the name. I'm done mentioning the name. Hey, Alex, make an app that reads your comments and automatically bans troublemakers. That'd be a good idea. An automated YouTube live stream mod. How is the CEO of AMP and an author of the book Vibe Coding a rando? You just dumb. Is he talking to me or is he talking to someone else? Who's he talking to? Crazy animals. Man, there are a lot of people in today's live stream that are really offended because I don't know the name of some random person someone put in the chat. I'm too busy vibe coding to do research on who invented vibe coding, nor do I care who invented vibe coding. Also, it wasn't this random YouTuber you're talking about. The inventor of vibe coding is Karpathy. What are you talking about? He's the one who came up with that term. So first of all, you're wrong about your facts. That random person you put into the chat is not the inventor of vibe coding. I didn't feel like sitting there and explaining history to you. But two, I don't know what number two is. I just felt like I had to do a two-part point to you. I only had point number one. I didn't think about point number two before I said two. So just take the first point. What are you building? Sorry, just joined. You looks like Game for Agents. Yes. I saw a tweet this morning that was like, wouldn't it be $1 billion idea if someone built like an Age of Empires for Claude Code, where you control Claude Code like it was a video game? And that's what we're building. If you use terminal, isn't it hard to target the correct folder? No. You just go to your folder. If you don't know how to move around folders in terminal, just ask chat. It'll tell you. All right. So it says it fixed it. Yeah, maybe we have to go to a code base first. Do I have to scan a code base first? Is it because that console's open? We have to think outside the box here because literally nothing you're doing is working. I also can't move around the map at all. We might need to completely re-architect this if you can't figure it out. Ultra think about, not ultra think, ultra think about this. We are checking this. Maybe you need to scan your code base. The code base should be the map. Please hope I have not lost my way. I don't know what that means. Boris stole that from Steve Yegi, Beads in Gastown. Are you just making up random words? Boris stole that. Boris stole what? It was Karpathy who said vibe coding. What are you talking about? I was just building something yesterday similar to this. I had 6 different agents that pass data and completion status to each other. Plan, build, database, test, review. That's cool. Make a YouTube video about it, post it, and send it to me. Oh, okay. Let's see. We're making a little progress. We're making progress. Here we go. I can move around by right-clicking. Select the unit type below and left-click to spawn. Here we go. Boom! Oh! It works. That worked. The unit now spawns, and I can move around the map with right-click. All right, we're making progress. We're spawning our agents now. We're spawning our agents into our RTS. We're doing it. All right, take a sip of water. I'm getting lightheaded from yelling at so many chat members today. What's the deal with the chat today? So combative on a Monday. First Monday of 2026, and we got all these combative people coming in. What's the deal? What's the story? What's going on? By the way, I've drunk so much coffee that when I go to my workout, the moment this live stream ends, I'm about to lift 1 trillion pounds. 1 trillion pounds. Excellent. Pure HTML, CSS for the win. Now I have a solid foundation. We're going to spawn agents, pan map, zoom. Can I zoom? Oh, zooming works. Zooming works. That's awesome. Zooming does work. Agents render with colored circles emoji, HUD overlay. Try these next. Click on an agent to select it. Should get a gold glow. Check the left panel. Should show selected agent details. Scroll to zoom in and out. Spawn multiple agent types. All right, let's try that. Let's test that out. All right, so you click it and it selects. It gives us gold glow. You can see what it's doing. So Scout 1, status, idle, context. Oh, you can see its context. That's cool. Tools, read, glob, grep. Let's spawn other agents. Boom. 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 That's a tester, builder, commander, fixer. But then it didn't work and it took too long. Anything done. I just found it better to work with one terminal. So delete it. Wait, what is this? I was just building something yesterday similar to this. It had 6 different agents. Yeah, at the end of the day, simple is better. Simple is better. That's why I kind of doubt this idea. Like people go, oh, it'd be great to have like a Factorio for Claude Code. But at the same time, are people really going to use an interface that's more complex than a terminal? Like, don't people just want simple at the end of the day? Or is this going to be kind of a sideshow thing? I don't know. Have you tried Chrome MCP? Claude can read the console logs directly. Just tell it to. It is a great MCP to have. I haven't tried it. A lot of people say I should. I'm just like, MCPs take up more tokens. Every MCP uses up so many more tokens. I just copy and paste. I just copy and paste. Do you have a bird's eye view of the workflow? It looks that way, doesn't it? This is not a bird's eye view. I think he's not here anymore. I think you should use on the trust regulars as a mod. Yeah, we're going to turn someone to... Why? All right, here we go. Why beads? Beads give AI agents a real memory instead of fragile markdown notes. It uses a dependency aware graph backed by Git. So tasks stay structured, traceable, and merge safe. Yeah, but like I just talked to Claude and it works. So there's that. This makes it perfect for building complex browser-based games. In a light cloud environment where many systems, agents, and iterations. Listen, that's a pretty productive recommendation. F4ULTI3R78. That's a pretty productive recommendation. I appreciate that. And I'm going to note that down. I'll do a little research after this live stream ends. So thank you. Thank you for being productive instead of being like, oh, you've never heard of this guy. Well, you're a little bit of an idiot. Thank you. That's a productive way to communicate your ideas. 3 or 78. Who's Roki getting angry at? What's this guy getting angry? People are on edge today. Guys, maybe we use the last 10 minutes of the stream to do a meditation session, huh? What are people getting angry at over here? Guys, it's a beautiful day outside. It's Monday. What are we doing? We're alive. You're only on this planet for 100 years. What is the biggest difference and advantage of Ghost over the VSC? So I imagine you're asking me what's the biggest difference between using the terminal inside VS Code and using Ghosty, like we've been doing on the stream and like I'll be doing in my video I put out tomorrow. A few advantages. Advantage 1, this might be the biggest. VS Code, cursor to even higher degree, or really any IDE at all, take up a ton of memory. And so if you're anything like me and you multitask and you work on 5 projects at the same time, you probably have open 5 Visual Studio Codes or 5 cursors or 5 whatever at the same time on your computer. And you probably know that once you get to that point where you got 5 running, each are running their own server, each are chugging through and writing code, it slows down your computer. You just run the terminal straight up like this, way less memory. So it slows down your computer. It's better for performance. 2, you can do cool things like this where you split it and you have your server running on one side and Claude on the other. 3, you can have multiple of these on your screen at the same time. You can only have one Visual Studio Code or one cursor on your screen at one time. It's hard to have like 5 IDE windows up. But with a terminal though, you can get it up, make it real small if you want, line them up on your screen, have them in tabs if you want. I think this is way cooler. What the hell is AMP? Also, anyone can write a book. I got a friend who works at AMP, so I'm not going to crap on AMP. And we'll leave it at that. Maybe just ignore these guys. Less irritation. I'm having fun. A little bit of... Listen. In school, back in the day, I was like 3'4", 15 pounds soaking wet. I was the butt of a lot of jokes back in high school. And I really think being the butt of a lot of jokes helps you fire back and forth, which gets you in, like when you're like firing back and forth with people, it makes you think on your toes. And I really think that's a good exercise to have. So I don't mind it. Redwan Abdullah X2R, welcome to the Fin Fam, my man. Good to have you here. Thank you for joining. I appreciate that. Thank you. Some of the developers can't accept the vibe coding. Hey, I bet these are like the real developers coming in here. These are the real developers coming in here right now. Maybe take a screenshot of the UI UX and share it with Claude Code. Well, we got it working now, so we're good. Beads in Gastown is a thing, though. Famous Steve Yeggy. Stuff floats on Twitter and blogs, but he's definitely not a YouTuber. I don't know, and I don't care. Building is fine. How do we deploy, optimize cost, sell, and promote on social media? I kind of went over that at the beginning, Patil Ashish. So I'd recommend rewinding after this ends and watching from the beginning. What terminal is this? Visual Studio Code, no Auto Insider. This is Ghosty. I'm using Ghosty. Chat is going, yeah, the chat's nuts today. We got a high intensity chat on a Monday. Who wants to fight? I'm feeling combative today. I think Faulty RX 387 probably wants to fight. Someone pissed in their Cheerios. Yeah, I think so. All right, where are we at? Excellent. Pure HTML, CSS for the win. We have a solid foundation. Try these next. Click on an agent to select it. Okay, we did that. What do you want to tackle next? Some options. Wire up the assign task button to actually call Claude. Add the code base scanner to visualize files as a terrain. Polish. I feel like we should be able. I feel like we should wire up the code base so we can then actually see code changes when we eventually give agents tasks. Do you agree? You can build an automated live YouTube chat moderator that reads live chat messages in real time, scores them against your rules. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. It could be great for newbies or non-coders, non-technical folks. Beads is overhyped trash that you can uninstall. There we go. Where's that guy? Who is the guy who's getting super upset? Who was the guy getting super upset? What was his name? RTF3781. What's his name? F4ULTIR3R7. What do you think about that? JMD489 says Beads is overhyped trash. What do you think about that? No, I meant a bird's eye view of your new coding workflow. Oh, Heartwired. Full video on that. Full video on that in the next 30 hours or so. Make sure to turn on notifications. Full video on the new Claude Code workflow. The patented Alex Finn Claude Code workflow. Full video, next 30 hours. Subscribe and turn on notifications. All right, now try it. Enter in the code base input at the bottom. Click scan. The map should populate with files as colored blocks. All right, let's try this. Let's scan our code base into the app. Let's see. Scan. Doesn't do anything. Okay, we're getting some server logs. Am I supposed to see anything? No. All right, let's go back to Claude Code. Let's go back to Claude Code. Opus will figure it out. I typed it in, hit scan, then nothing happened. Server logs say this. Did I get a mod in Twitch? What does that mean? You can enable it when you run into trouble. Disable it after. Better yet, launch another terminal indirectly and have a debug instance of Claude if you're concerned about context window. You have to try the dev browser skill from Sawyerhood instead of the MCP. What does that do? Explain that to me, Karsten. Does that skill explain how to look at the server logs? Was that, or the browser logs? What does that do? Why is your sink glowing blue? Why is my sink glowing blue? What are you talking about? Oh my God, it is glowing blue. What the hell? I have no idea. That's crazy. I'll have to investigate that after the live stream. I didn't even notice. Be grateful for the little things, because I would be willing to put you in a trunk and help people look for you, trolls. What? What? Be grateful for the little things, because I would be willing to put you in a trunk and help people look for you. I don't know what that means, but that is the creepiest chat of the day for sure. And I can use Claude Code with terminal for SSH servers. 5 at once. I need to try. Yeah, here's why I recommend multitasking with Claude Code. Because when Claude's working, there's that downtime. And most people during that downtime go and like scroll TikTok. But if you're working on like 3 to 4 things at once, during that downtime, you just switch to the next terminal, then switch to the next terminal, and switch to the next. You get so much more done. Gotta be. Gotta be. Man, these people, they don't... Crazy Animals, dude. He's just... I feel like I've read 20 messages from Crazy Animals saying each one's like, oh, every message from Crazy Animals today has, I in my head when I read it, starts with, oh, what? You haven't heard of this person? Are you kidding me? You call yourself a vibe coder? I had the Pocket Protector back in the day, so I feel you. Just ban the person. Who cares? All right. The acting upset in the chat was fun for a little bit. Now refresh the browser and try scanning it again. Check the browser console for the server console for the debug logs. They should. Okay. Let's try it again. We'll reset the server. Let's pull open our little RTS game. Scan. Oh! Look at that. Wow. It's got the whole folder structure in there. I mean, that's cool. That's a start. I feel like the idea is that you need to have your little units walking around building buildings and stuff. But now we can get the folder structure in there. That's cool. Hey, I don't want to fight. I would like to learn how to use Claude Code. All right. Well, you're learning. You're in the right place. I make a video about beads and usage of Claude and send it to you so the guy with the weird name leaves you alone. All right, deal. I have a question. What agentic tools can generate accurate diagrams for an education app based on user query? I am unable to solve a hallucination in images. I have a question. What agentic tools can generate accurate diagrams for an education? Nano Banana. What up, FinFizam? What we working on today? We're building a real-time strategy game that controls Claude Code. So like you ever play like StarCraft where you're moving around units to like build buildings? We're doing that, but with Claude Code. Like you spawn I got to pee. I'll be right back. Give me 30 seconds. Everyone introduce themselves in the chat. 30 seconds. All right, we're back. The live stream grew while I was gone. Should I not be on the live stream anymore? It grew while I was in the bathroom. Should I just spend the entire live stream in the bathroom? Wait, you can split terminal like that? Damn, I had no idea. Well, I'm using Ghosty. DB Tech. Shout out DB Tech. Just always positive, asking good questions. Shout out DB Tech 45. Valued member of the Fin Fam. So Ghosty is like kind of a wrapper for the terminal that has like some UI enhancements, and you can just split it and control it however you want. It's sick. This will all be a part of my new workflow video that will probably come out later tomorrow. Keep doing good job, Alex. You deserve some chill after hard work with vibe coding today. Hey, thank you, Infamous Bart. I appreciate that. I like that positivity. Thank you. Tmux is the answer. You can do. So I tried. I played around with Tmux. It's good. It's great. Ghosty is just more user friendly, in my opinion. Sorry if you have to repeat this. Can you go over Ghosty or whatever you're using? Yeah, Ghosty. Ghosty. Google it. It's free, and it's basically just kind of like a wrapper for the terminal that gives you more visual options, has different themes, also like more keyboard shortcuts, and like you can just easily split it and add, split it down the middle, add tabs, things like that, right? If I want to do a new tab, very easy to do. I have a new tab, split it. It's very customizable and easy to use. What if I'm watching Alex Finn during the downtime? Perfect. Then don't multitask. Just build and watch me. Build and watch me. I'd have to say this. Modelier probably president of the FinFam at the moment, other than me, obviously. Probably president of the FinFam. He's in every live stream. He's dedicated. He's positive. He says positive things. He's a positive guy. Shout out Modelier. Shout out Modelier. It gives Claude Code fast and reliable access and control without the MCP waste of valuable context. Interesting. How does a skill give Claude Code access to a browser? What does it do? What does it have in? I'd like to read the skill. Age of Empires 2 is better than StarCraft? No. Best RTSs all time. Number 1, Warcraft 3 Frozen Throne. Number 2, StarCraft Brood War. I'd have to say. Those are the top 2. Warcraft 3 Frozen Throne. No, the GOAT. The absolute GOAT. I mean, StarCraft started it all. But Warcraft 3, that was like the perfection of it. I've never been so addicted to a game. Hi, chat. I'm Forrest. I live in Error Loops. Welcome to the party. Did you finish the other VR game you were making with personified AI workers doing something similar? I never finished a JMD 489. I never finished it because I didn't see like an end state where I thought it'd be super useful. So it was a cool little project, but it was never, I never saw an end state with it that I thought was good. Swizz HD from the Twitch community. Hi, I was wondering why you don't have a Discord community. I know people would love interacting with each other unless you already have one. Technically, I do have a Discord. Technically. My question to you is this, Swizz HD. If I don't visit the Discord often, will people still go to the Discord? So I've been in the content game for a while. I've been doing this for 4 years. I've started a couple communities, and there's a few things I've noticed about communities, which is they're exhausting. They just require tremendous amounts of attention and energy from the owner, me. Because everyone has requests, questions, needs, demands, and it's like a 24/7, 365 job running a community. So I've started a couple Discords, things like that, and they've just all sucked the energy. Like it's just in the back of your mind, oh, I need to be running this Discord. I don't want to hire mods. I just don't want to. I have no interest. I don't have interest in managing people and having employees. No interest. So I did start a community, the Vibe Coding Academy, but it's a premium, like paid one it has a bunch of courses in it and a whole bunch of other things. The reason is just because communities take tremendous amounts of work and energy and effort. You know, you get the community members in there. They all have questions. They all need things. They all have, hey, why doesn't this work? Why doesn't that work? People go in, they post dangerous links. There's spammers, there's trolls. And it just takes effort 24/7, 365. And so I did a paid community, a premium one, because one, trolls are not going to go into it and post bad links because they're not going to pay money to do that. And two, you get a return on your work and effort because obviously it's a revenue flow. So that's Vibe Coding Academy. So there's 112 people in it now. So if you're interested in joining, link down below, vibecodingacademy.dev. I'd recommend joining. I do weekly calls and everything. But the Discord thing, I technically have a Discord. It just takes up so much energy. And like, I don't know if there's the return on like value people get out of it for the energy that's required. I'll give Ghosty a try. Thanks for the recommendation. Yeah, if you want a full guide on Ghosty, I'm going to put in my next video, which will be the next couple days. I'm the Congressional Black Caucus of the FinFam. I mean, base G-Nels, we have multiple black members of the FinFam. So, I mean, you might have to discuss with them. Like, you just crowning yourself the Congressional Black Caucus? Like, you just crown yourself that? There might be a few other people that want to discuss with you crowning yourself that. We are a diverse community, the FinFam. We have the most women of any vibe coding community. We have everyone. We are very diverse in the FinFam. So we might need an election for the Congressional Black Caucus, to be honest with you, before you just crown yourself that. I never got into Warcraft. Oh, it's the GOAT. It's the best. Warcraft 3 was the best. While we're debunking things, AMP is apparently an AI coding product, not a company. Yegi was never CEO. He was head of engineering. Did those people know what the hell they were talking about? What the hell were those people talking about that came in here? Is the Discord popping? Let me open the Discord. Is the FinFam Discord popping? I visit every once in a while. It's so exhausting running communities. But if it's pop, listen. If I haven't typed in the Discord in several weeks now, if it's still popping despite me not messaging it in a few weeks, then I officially approve of it. Because that's the issue with a lot of these communities, is it requires you to like put in so much effort as the owner. But if it's self-sustaining, I'm in. If the FinFam's community was self-sustaining in the Discord, let's check it. When's the last time someone messaged something? Let's see. January. Oh, today. Oh, G-Nails is in it. Leland Green. Leland Green is like 40 out of the last 41 messages is Leland Green. All right. I guess it's popping off. We have a small handful. See, that's the issue with Discord is like, it just requires so much effort from the owner. It just requires so much effort. A lot of streamers use Discord just to promote their content as well and send alerts to users when you go live and upload videos. You can have auto mods set up as well if you don't want to hire mods. If I post my live stream in the Discord, will a bunch of people go watch it? Do you think these clowns know Tim Berners-Lee invented the World Wide Web in 1999? And I know this because I asked ChatGPT. It was never about Steve Yegi. It was about taking a look at the beats in Gastown because it's crazy good, Mr. Dumb. What are you even saying, dude? I don't know. I think I gotta ban him. I don't even know what he's saying anymore. See you later. It was fun. It was fun while it lasted. F4ULTI3R. Hey, Alex. I've been looking at harnesses for Claude Code for agents to do long running, and I found a really... Are you talking about... What's the one everyone's talking about right now? Ralph? Is it Ralph? Is that the one? Used to play Warcraft and StarCraft Frozen Throne after work in the lab. This was before WoW, says Derek. Yeah, I was a World of Warcraft guy. StarCraft, Warcraft, Counter-Strike, World of Warcraft. My goal... Here's my career goal. My career goal is to get rich so that I can full-time play video games. Is that weird? Is that a weird goal? Is that because if I play video games now a lot, I'll never get anything done and I'll never be successful. So I got to be successful first before I can play the video games. Is that like really messed up to have that as my career goal? Is that like really crazy? What software do you use to stream? I use StreamYard. Ralph Wiggum. Is Ralph Wiggum? Do I need to be using Ralph Wiggum? Do I need to be using it? Everyone's talking about it. Do I need to be using Ralph Wiggum? All right, where are we at? Now refresh the browser. Okay. It worked. I see the file structure. We see for those who are just joining, you want to see what we built today so far? Where's here we go. Code Commander. You want to see Code Commander? We're working on Code Commander. We're working on Code Commander for those just joining. Code Commander. It's going to be an RTS, like Age of Empires, where you control agents that build stuff for Claude Code. You manage your Claude Code through an RTS interface like Age of Empires. We're working on it. This is day one of building it. We'll continue this on the next stream. I mean, I looked into Ralph Wiggum, and it's just like, this is like my answer to all 100 other people that say, why don't you use this MCP? Why don't you use this plugin? Why don't you use this? Because Claude Code works really well, and I don't need to add anything to it. I tell Claude Code what I want to build, and it builds it. No, that's priorities and all that grown-up stuff you do so you can play later. Yeah, I'll play when I'm rich. I'll play when I'm rich. I don't drink. I don't do drugs. I'll drink and do drugs when I'm rich. Can't do it now. Invite to server. People want the link. People want the link to the Discord. Here you go. Boom. There's your link to the Discord. I don't drink. I don't do any of that. When I get rich, I'll drink. When I get rich, I'll play video games full time. When I get rich, I'll sit by the beach. But for now, I lock in and I vibe code 15 hours a day and respond to trolls in the chat that tell me to look up Steve Yegi. Out of here. Here's a question for people here that keep asking about the Discord. Here's a question. What do you want out of a Discord community? What do you do you just want a chat room for everyone? You just want to chat with people? Are you doing it just to kind of ask me questions? You just want to pump questions my way? What do you look for out of a Discord community? Do you want me to ping it every time I post a video or a live stream just so you can know the moment it comes out? What's the goal of a Discord? When you go, oh, you have a Discord, I want it. Like, what are you looking for? You just want a chat room? That's it? That's all? So I've satisfied that requirement. By opening up a Discord, I've satisfied the requirement. You don't need me to be there 24/7 answering questions. Using GLM 4.7 Claude Code for just $20 per year is crazy as well. I'm free Google Pro Trial for anti-gravity. For better context prompt. Listen, I know there's way cheaper ways I could be using Claude Code. Claude Code, I'm paying $200 a month. Like, I know there's cheaper ways I can use GLM for a penny a year. But Claude Opus 4.5 is the best, and I need to be using the best technology. And Opus is the best. Alex, what else do you do except building apps and teaching vibe coding? I'll tell you. You want to know everything I do? I'll tell you. My biggest revenue stream is Creator Buddy. That's my app I built, my AI app for X. If you're on Twitter, get Creator Buddy, creatorbuddy.io. It's an AI that's trained on all your posts and tells you how to go viral on X. It's great. It's the best app you'll ever use in your life. That's the #1 revenue stream. #2 revenue stream is now the Vibe Coding Academy. That's my private community. It has a Claude Code masterclass. It has an X Growth masterclass. It has weekly calls. You can ask questions. You can DM me. All that. Vibe Code Academy. That's #2. Link down below. I spend a lot of time in there. #3 revenue stream is sponsorships on YouTube. So every once in a while, someone sponsors YouTube videos. AI companies are willing to pay a lot of money to sponsor videos because they have tons of money. #3. #4 revenue stream is just ad revenue on YouTube. So YouTube pays you for every view you get on YouTube. That's my #4 revenue stream. #5 revenue stream is X ad revenue. So you get money for every view you get on X. So I get revenue for that. How else do I make money? #6 is my premium newsletter. So I have a newsletter, has 40,000 subs. It also has several hundred paid subs. They pay $10 a month. I send out open source apps and code to that mailing list all the time. So that's #6. So I write newsletters and stuff like that. I think that's it. That's what I do. Does that answer your question? That's what I do. That's how I make money. It allows me to live in California, which is not the cheapest thing to do in the world anymore. Nothing compares to Opus 4.5, but I like it so much I cannot go to other models. I'm going to go. That's the thing. Opus 4.5 might be 100 times more expensive than GLM and all the open source Chinese models, but it's so good that I'll pay whatever it costs. He left out the OnlyFans, but that's okay. Can I say that word on YouTube that I'll get demonetized for saying that? There's that too, and that's the biggest one. Chat room of like-minded individuals with a niche interest. That's all it takes. All right. We'll join the Discord. There you go, people. There's the Discord link. It's in the chat. Where can we check out your new workflow, though? Video coming out tomorrow evening, I think. Video coming out tomorrow evening. I'm finishing the workflow today. Once this live stream ends, I'm going to the gym. I'm getting a huge pump, getting massive pectorals. Then I'm coming back and I'm ironing out this workflow, this new Claude Code workflow. I'm ironing it out, scripting the video. Then probably first thing tomorrow morning, 6 a.m., filming the video, editing the video, then putting it out immediately. I'm a Claude Code purist. I am. I really am. I don't use any MCPs, plugins, nothing like that. I'm a purist, man. What is the MRR of Creator Buddy? Something like 25,000 a month. And it's been out for almost a year now. I think I dropped the January 23rd of 2025, so almost a year on that. Do you sleep? Not well. I don't sleep well, to be honest. I don't know. I just wake up a lot. Probably because I drink a lot of coffee, but I just fix that by drinking more coffee, you know? You're a software engineer? I guess technically. I mean, I have a computer science degree and I was a software engineer out of college. Looked up Creator Buddy. It's awesome. You check out your old videos on how you built it. Yeah, I think some of my older YouTube videos from early last year explain my whole process of coming up with the idea. I do have videos, right? If you look at my older videos from like March of last year, it goes over how I came up with the idea, how I built it, how I marketed it, how I got customers, all that. Yeah, I think Claude Code Max, the $200, is the best money you'll spend in your life. Any tips for getting viewers for my first vibe coding live stream, says Heartwired. So I assume you're going to, so here's the deal. Live streams, while I think you should do it, you should only do it if you enjoy it. And if you enjoy it, you should just do it anyway, whether you get viewers or not. But if you're focused on getting more viewers, live streaming isn't a good top of the funnel, in my opinion. Live streaming is not a good top of the funnel. What do I mean by that? If you don't have any existing audience, any subscribers, any viewers, you starting a live stream, the odds are 99.99999% that you will not get any viewers on it for a very, very, very long time. So I think while you simultaneously live stream, so you can practice your skills, because live streaming is a skill, you should at the same exact time be creating mainline videos on your YouTube channel, because that's top of the funnel. You can have 0 subscribers, make a YouTube video, and it'll get tons of viewers because the algorithm is so good on YouTube. So I would, while you live stream, make videos, recorded videos for your YouTube. I would also tweet. So I'd start an X account and start tweeting, because you can get top of the funnel there really well, and do all those things at once. And then what you do is you drive the viewers from your YouTube videos in from your X to your live stream. And that's how you grow your live stream. It is very hard to organically grow a live stream from 0. Very, 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 one of the hardest things you could possibly do. So that'd be my recommendation. Yeah, I don't want to grow with it. Just document the process of building something. Just don't want to live stream to 0 people. You will probably live stream to 0 people for a very long time. But that's part of the fun. That's part of the challenge. Do you think I had viewers off the rip? When I started live streaming, I only had like 20 people watching simultaneously. And 20 is really good because it's better than 0. I only got 20 because I had a YouTube audience and I had a huge X audience. But we grew it. We've been doing this for months now. We've grown it. It's at 132 concurrent right now. One of our best live streams ever. I'm on max $100. I use it all day, every day. Opus 4.5 really rarely hit rate limits. Ditch cursor. I wasted so much money on. There's no point in having cursor anymore. There's no point. Claude Code's better in every way. And I don't mean to crap on cursor. And I know there's a lot of really good people that work for that company. But Claude Code's the best product out there. I am building an app too. We'll share it in your next live stream. Just about to go live in a couple of days. Can't wait to see it, Patila Sheesh. Can't wait to see it. Okay, I guess I'm just getting skipped. That's okay. It says epic fail ranking. I'm not seeing whatever you're posting, dude. You need to have personality. Streaming is not for... Yeah, I mean, that's another thing. You need to be entertaining. Like when I battled with those people earlier, we got to keep it entertaining, you know? I never liked cursor, says Rad. I liked cursor. When I discovered it, I mean, cursor got me into vibe coding. Cursor got me into vibe coding. I discovered cursor in August of 2024. And that's when I started building Creator Buddy. I do not have Creator Buddy if it isn't for cursor. But then, I mean, I just got in like the worst error issues with cursor and like it just couldn't solve things for me. And then I discovered Claude Code and it solved everything and I haven't gone back since. Yeah, I've yet to hit my limit on $100. I used to be on the $100 plan and I've never hit my limit. And then there's one day I built this. I spent all day building this app and I hit my limit. And I'm like, all right, I got to upgrade. Cursor was my intro too, but then the prices went crazy. I mean, that's what I was saying earlier is like, it's just, I don't understand the business model for a lot of these companies like Cursor and Lovable, where it's already such a bad business model selling tokens. Selling tokens is such a bad business model because it's just too expensive right now and people aren't willing to pay a ton of money. And now you're taking that business model and you're layering on your own company on top of it and all you do is sell tokens. It's going to be so hard to stay afloat. Guys, girls, if you start live stream, let me know. Some V81 wants to be a part of it. Some V81 wants to be a part of it. I like that you guys support each other. Define rich. How rich do you want to be? Because fire alarm going off in my apartment. We're going to work through it. Do you guys hear it? Do you guys hear the alarm right now? Can you guys hear the fire alarm? Define rich. How rich you want to be? Because truly rich people are always working. Well, I never want to stop working. Army guy too. I never want to stop working. I want to be working to the day I die. But right now I put an immense amount of pressure on myself to be working every second of the day, 7 days a week. Like I work from the moment I wake up to the moment I go to sleep. You don't hear it? Okay, good. I should probably leave if the alarm goes off. I work through fire alarms. I shouldn't say what I'm about to say. I shouldn't say what I'm about to say. I shouldn't say what I'm about to say. All right. I'm not going to say that. I work from the moment I wake up to the moment I go to sleep. When I get rich, I will vibe code part of the day and play video games. I want to play the other part of the day. But right now I have an immense amount of pressure on myself to keep working. But I guess here's what I mean by rich. Like I'm rich in happiness. Like I got a great apartment. I live in a great area. I have a great partner. Everything's great. But rich, quote unquote, rich financially for me is I never have to worry about money for the rest of my life. If I stopped working right now, very quickly had to start worrying about money again. If I was rich, then I could just chill for the rest of my life. I'm not going to chill for the rest of my life, but just knowing I could takes a lot of pressure off. A little bit of fire never hurt anybody. Something is really good about anti-gravity. They just nailed the orchestration using Claude Code for UI and anti-gravity for everything else. Yeah, anti-gravity's agent orchestration is incredible and best in industry. They just need to iron out the rough areas, but they're an amazing product. An amazing team. I know everyone on the team. Really, really good team. I use Claude Code in Visual Studio for now, and it repeatedly stops and asks questions to modify the local folders. I've run the settings in Claude Code to try to override this. Yeah, just go with the terminal. Go with the terminal. Full video on this soon. Full video on this soon. Crap. Full video on this soon. How to do it in the terminal. I mean, you say you work from wake to sleep, but obviously there are things like driving, eating, bathroom. Are you on your phone during those times? No, I mean, obviously I pee and poop, right? You can't not pee and poop. You got to pee and poop. Peeing and pooping is mandatory. So I still pee and poop. But other than peeing and pooping, like, I eat. But like I wake up, I go to my computer, I start scripting, recording, editing, vibe coding, building, checking DMs, tweeting, writing content, writing newsletters, planning my next apps, fixing bugs in Creator Buddy, adding new features to Creator Buddy, meeting with potential business people, networking. Then I do that till I go to sleep. Obviously, I eat and pee and poop and go to the gym. Diapers, peeing. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. Adult diapers need to become acceptable. Adult diapers need to become acceptable. Adults should be able to wear diapers and pee and poop so they can keep working. For me, I've been splitting my time between Claude and Ghosty, Pen Code, and Omo plugin, and Auto Claude. That combination has allowed me to 5x my efficiency while decreasing my token usage. Shout out Ambitious Realism Creates. He's in every stream. He has really good tips. Do I use half the tips? No, but they're really good for people who want. I'm a purist, so I don't use a ton of them. Alarm going crazy. Can you hear the alarm? Is the alarm really distracting at this point? Elon probably fist pumping like a mofo after that statement. Why is Elon fist pumping like a mofo? I mean, Elon's made plenty of money off me. We own 2 Teslas. I got my own Tesla. My partner has her own Tesla. And I'm on X all day. He loves working employees to the bone. Well, I don't think it's about working employees to the bone. He's just trying to accomplish something special while he's still alive. And the only way to accomplish something special is to like work really, really spectacularly hard. I kind of want to tweet that, but you're right. What part do you want to tweet? The diaper part? Oh, you need to tweet that diapers need to be acceptable. That would be a banger tweet. What do I tweet? I tweet adult diapers should be acceptable. I want to work 24/7. Going to the bathroom's a distraction. Make diapers great again. Is that a banger tweet? Is that a banger tweet right there? I think I just came up with a banger viral tweet. Your first app was a success. I'm curious, do you think you can repeat that success and prove it wasn't just a fluke? 100%. Why not? You think Tom Brady, after he won his first Super Bowl, after his first full season as starting quarterback, you go to him and say, hey, you think you can win another Super Bowl? Prove you're not just a fluke? Of course he's going to say yes. Of course I can. And I will. I'm working on my next app now. It's 100 times bigger than Creator Buddy. Creator Buddy is great. Everyone should get Creator Buddy. If you're on X, you tweet on X, get Creator Buddy. But the next thing is like bigger in scale. It's bigger than social media. It's AGI. I'm building AGI. Can FinFam build something together? I don't have any ideas in my mind right now, but maybe something like school community or maybe something else. I have a school community. It's linked down below in the description. Everyone should join it. Vibe Code Academy. Everyone join it. Vibe Code Academy down below. Claude Code Masterclass. Tons of things in it. You'll love it. Pats for the win Sunday. Sunday night, baby. Sunday night. Patriots Chargers. Let's go, base G-Nels. Let's go, base G-Nels. Let's go, baby. We got this. Sunday night. We're coming. We're coming. Playoff game #1, baby. Let's go. I know you're a purist, but I can almost guarantee if you tried open code with OMO. All right. Let me just type that in. Open code OMO. I'll look it up after this. I just typed it in. I'll look it up right after this. Oh, now it's not going viral. You waited too long to tweet it, LOL. It's okay. You can say girlfriend. Partners are for the woke. I don't know what it is, but girlfriend just feels like a weird term to me. It's not about social it's not about I'm not political. It's not about politics. It's not about appeasing anybody. It's just, I don't know. You date someone for 4 years and you call them your girlfriend. That feels weird. I don't know. It's not about politics or being woke or appeasing people or degenderizing things. It's purely just, I don't know. You're in a very serious relationship for a while and you call them your girlfriend. I don't know. This feels weird. That's why I say partner. That's literally the only reason I say partner, is because girlfriend just feels kind of juvenile after you've dated someone for a long time and you share an apartment and you drive each other's cars and you know each other's family. You know, that's all. Nothing to do with wokeness. Is that weird? Is that weird to me? Is that woke of me? Am I woke now because I do that? Nothing to do with politics. OMO is Oh My Open Code. All right, let me add that to my list. Oh My Open Code. Referring as partner is a W. Yeah, I mean, it has nothing to do with politics or like, you know, taking out gender and stuff. It's just like, I don't know. It just sounds like girlfriend. Like you date someone for 4 years and you're in a serious relationship and you live together and you say girlfriend. I don't know. This is my girlfriend. When I see like 50-year-old dudes say, here's my girlfriend, I always go, ugh. It always feels weird to me. I don't know. What are you, 10 years old? But isn't partner referred to? Maybe. I don't know. But that's not what I'm gonna do my own thing and do whatever I feel comfortable with. And I say partner because that's just what I feel comfortable with. Broncos are better. LOL. Yeah, right, Casey. Yeah, right. You're a joke. You're a joke. Broncos are better, dude. Broncos are better. Okay. Bo Nix is as good as Drake May. Thoughts on Rourke for mobile apps? I tried them. They're good. They're a good app. I like Rourke. I like Rourke. With the new app you're building, is there any chance we could get a glimpse into your private community? Yeah, I've been giving glimpses the last couple weeks. If you're interested in what my next app will be, I have been giving glimpses, screenshots, and demos the last 2 weeks in the private community, in the school down below. I've been giving glimpses. We're doing a hackathon right now in the private community, and it's the app I'm building for the hackathon. So if you want to see it, it's there. Fire alarm stopped. We worked the fire alarm. There you go. We outworked the fire alarm. People saying, oh, you should have left. We outworked the fire alarm. I've only been telling you about that comment because I think it'll become a billionaire faster with it. Get better together. I like that. Oh My Open Code. All right. Here's what I'll do for you. Because you've been so diligent, Ambitious Realism creates with your recommendations, I will check it out after this. I just love when an AI shots 3,000. Yeah, I love it. Claude Code's the best. It's called growing up and respecting each other on a different level. Yeah, I don't, girlfriend. We're the #1 seed. Yeah, and all of your wins were by like 1 point that took a miracle to get. Every Broncos win has been like 1 point miracles where you like barely get a field goal to win the game. Broncos are a one and done team. Broncos will lose their first playoff game. I'm saying it right now. Broncos are losing in the divisional round, 100%. 4 years, bud. Time to get that ring on. You don't have to tell her twice. Any idea on the Grok 5 timeline? They're saying like around March. Yeah, the fire broke the fire alarm room. Bronx can't beat the Broncos are not beating the Patriots. What are you talking about? Patriots had the softest schedule of all time. However, May does look like, yeah, but they dominated every single team they played, as they should. They played all the soft teams and destroyed them all. And May had like the greatest numbers of all time. All right, guys, we went 2.5 hours today. We usually go 2 hours. We went 2.5 hours. I'm going to go try out Oh My Open Code because my main man, Ambitious Realism Creates, is demanding I do it. I'm also going to eat because I'm starving, and I'm going to go to the gym because I want huge pectorals. May lead blocking for a running back to get a TD. Dude's a beast. Yeah, you're talking about that Travion Henderson play? Oh, he's amazing. Drake May is the man. It's the NFL. I hate the soft schedules. Yeah, these are... Every NFL team's great, man. You play against an NFL team, it's not going to be easy. And we dominated every team. Honestly, I would take the starting prompt you used for this project you're working on, insert it into OMO, and use the ultra work flag. You think it'll give me better results than Claude Code? Here's what I'll do, Ambitious Realism Creates. I'm going to do that. And if the first results aren't better than what I got with Claude Code, I'm done with it. So that's going to be the test. Great first live. Was this your first live stream? LMAI Solutions Inc. Was this your first one? Welcome to the Fin Fam. New YouTube video coming out tomorrow. Subscribe, turn on notifications for that. Leave a like if you haven't yet. If you want to join the private community, Vibe Code Academy, link is down below. We do calls every Friday. We have hackathons, full courses, full videos, all that. We live stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 11 a.m. Pacific Standard. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 11 a.m. Pacific. We might be missing Wednesday this week. We might be missing Wednesday. Yeah, we are missing Wednesday this week. This might piss some people off, but it is the partner's birthday. And we are going on a little road trip for a day, 2 days. So we won't be back Wednesday, but we will be back Friday, 11 a.m. Pacific. In the meantime, subscribe, turn on notifications. Video on the new workflow coming out tomorrow. Join Vibe Code Academy. Leave a like. What other demands do I have? I don't know if I have any other demands. Be grateful. Just be grateful you're alive. Be grateful you're alive. Go Patriots. Broncos stink. I still love you, Casey. I still love you, Casey, even though you're a Broncos fan. Seen your video on Claude Skills 2 months ago. Oh, well, thanks for watching. Appreciate you all. Karsten, thank you for all the good tips and advice, Karsten. I appreciate you, bud. Army Guy 2, I appreciate you. LMAI, welcome to the Fin Fam. Ambitious Realism Creates, always appreciate you. Pati La Shashish, always appreciate you. Red Alziud, appreciate you. JJ Supreme, thanks for defending the Patriots. Swizz HD, shout out the Twitch community. SN Bart, as always. Modelier, as always. Multi-E Leo Da, as always. We will see you Friday. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for watching. It means the world. You make this the most fun thing to do on planet Earth. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Next time I release a video, open it up, leave a like, watch it to you. That's the best way. If you want to support for free, the best way to support the channel for free is every time I release a video, just open it up, hit the notification, open it up, watch it to the end, leave a like. Best way to support the channel for free. Appreciate you all. Love you all. See you guys soon.